All right, Bimang. Today is Wednesday. It is March 15th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports. Harry's watch is going off. It's time to take your medication. I'm here with Danny, here with Chief. How are we today, guys? Don't answer at once.
I'm exhausted. We did the mid-show. Got a little contentious. Had to repair things, a little therapy session. But we're good. We squashed it.
We did.
Beefs are squashed.
Hey, we did, and it was all amicable at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say between the two parties, but they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But between everyone else, it was fine.
Yep.
But regardless, go listen to yesterday's mid-show. It was a good show, I thought.
I thought it was good radio.
Yeah.
It was just like a little tense.
Yeah, it was a little
But
tense.
I thought it was entertaining.
But to me, there's something great about arguing about the littlest, dumbest shit with I know we're coworkers, but some of us are friends.
Oh, you can't call it. What the fuck was
You
that?
didn't want to use the B word on us,
Yeah.
buddies.
I don't want to I would consider you both of you guys, but I also I know people are weird about that, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't. You probably feel that way, and I don't mean to It's awesome. It's an awesome spot if you get into a situation. You get a lot of good friends from working with them. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I guess it's different, right? I see so many people in New York are found my best friends, this and that. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I still have a lot of my friends from childhood here.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So interesting dynamic,
Which
bringing
is
coworkers into the mix.
correct. Always good to have friends here, and
It's also always good to be able to just a little separation of church and state. Mm-hmm. So so when you're out, you're not necessarily talking about work, and you can just relax. So.
True.
Right, you don't got to be bringing up water bottles,
Yes.
touch tunes.
Yes.
But
Really contentious topics that should start a fight.
yeah, spitters.
Yeah.
Yes.
The usual stuff that usually gets people going.
Right.
Correct.
But I'm a 2.4. This is probably the most I've ever drank. The past week alone, I had to do bachelor party level drinking. A couple of days later, went back to the scene of the crime. The bachelor party was on Marquette campus.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to me, I had to go. It was going back to Vegas because you forgot something.
How the fuck did I get here?
Yeah. So did college campus drinking and then Patty's Day drinking. So I could drop it any second. Doctor said I should be dead.
No, you definitely got me then, because I was gonna say, I was like, oh damn, we've both been pretty much in the same ring. I saw you Sunday. Speaking of coworkers or friends,
Yeah.
I saw you Sunday. We got back from Milwaukee. We did Saturday, St. Patrick's Day in Chicago, and 5 days in a row is just
Yeah,
it's way too
I'm on
much.
the liver donor list.
yes. At Panama City Beach, that's what I did there.
It's like Oktoberfest.
Yeah. I've
dude.
gotten to the age where it's if I drink 2-3 days in a row, I get genuinely sick. I get a cold or something. My immune system just breaks down. Clockwork every single time.
Yeah.
That third day, I'm just no, I'm too sick.
We're all old men right now.
Yeah.
But there's certain occasions in life where it's mandatory next level drinking, and a couple of those fell within the same 7 days for me.
That was just bad luck.
Yeah, bad
It's kind of
timing.
your buddy who had the bachelor party the week before St. Patrick's Day is kind of an asshole.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I'd be going back a couple of days later
Yeah, true.
to the campus.
Yeah, that's true. That was pretty spur of the moment type deal. But I this weekend's March Madness. I can't even.
Oh,
I just
God,
want to
don't
dry
remind me.
out. Just want to dry out. I don't. And I have a casino trip planned, but I'm I know my buddy's gonna.
How hard do you go on the casino trips though? Because I feel when I'm on a casino trip, I don't really drink that much. I kind of just sit there at the table.
Yeah, this is not even an ad for responsible gambling, but I truly don't like to drink that much when I'm gambling.
Yeah.
It's just smarter.
Yeah.
It's a responsible gaming. But regardless, there is some boozing when you're staying overnight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we call chore drinking.
Yeah.
You got to drink.
Yeah.
It's an obligation.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Be in the corner reading a book.
Yeah, you love chore drinking.
No, I hate chore drinking, but it's definitely very present in my life.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Go listen to yesterday's mid shows. Listen in general. If you like this kind of topics, what we talk about on Wednesdays, you guys will definitely like that show. It's a lot of fun. I had I guess not a weird situation, but I just got in a conversation with a random person this last week, and they were telling me a story about how they found this girl that he really liked, and they were hitting it off, and everything was going well, and then he broke up with her because she had too many tattoos.
Were they the Kevin Durant kind of tattoos?
He said they were. I've never seen her. I don't know what she looked like, but he said they were very.
Was she wearing a full body jumpsuit beforehand? He didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah.
how do you know what you're getting into, right? Like, how are you? You can't talk to a tattoo person and be like, oh, I don't like this. You know beforehand.
I dated a girl who had a tattoo on the back of her neck, and she always wore her hair down.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about it until things had progressed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can just get past this because I'm not like I'm just not.
You're
it's
not.
Just, I'm not. I don't really like. I don't like tattoos that much. So on girls, or anyone, I don't have any. And but I was like, whatever. It's tattoo. Like, don't be so superficial. You can get past this. And I never did. I hated it always. Just hated it. Yeah. They've always been like a turn off for me. Like the little ones sometimes fine, but in general, I'm very anti.
Did she regret the tattoo?
Yes.
So that kind of makes it a little difference? I mean, I don't care regardless, but I have so much sympathy for people who regret getting a tattoo.
She said it was a youthful indiscretion. I think, she was 17 or something like that when she got it. And so she was like, I wish I didn't have it, but it is. And I think she had talked about like getting it removed, but I think that's expensive, right? And painful.
Probably painful. Probably doesn't 100% get the job done.
Yeah, then you just got a faded tattoo, and it's like, damn, do your guys suck? And it's like, no.
No, this is the best they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't blame him. I don't blame your buddy. Like I've had that with other situations where it's like, I think I can get past that, and you try, and they're just like, I can't.
Yeah, but this is different. This is not a hidden secret that's tucked away under 18 pillows on your mattress. Like, this is something that's very upfront.
It's probably like, if you have that one fatal turnoff, we'll call it, like everything else almost has to be perfect.
Yep.
And if things, you get to know someone, then the tattoos just become like another reason.
Yeah, I found it very interesting.
It reminds you of all the other things that you hate.
Yes.
I had a buddy who hated tattoos so much that a minuscule argument led to a tattoo that led to a breakup.
Wait, what?
Yes. This is...
Like he got a spite tattoo or something?
She got a spite tattoo. So listen to this. This guy, I love this. Like,
I think I'm in love with this girl.
This guy's one of my fucking absolute craziest, absurd friends in the world. Like, this guy, he's gonna write a book about how to be a scum. And he like, his whole thing, he knew perfect ways how to get around on campus at Southern. Like, he was like, hey, I'm gonna write, like, this guy literally talked about writing a book, like, this building, free printing, this parking spot, they don't check, this dining hall, you get free food after this. Like, he had
it mapped out.
Yes, mapped out of how to absolutely scum the system at Southern Illinois Carbondale. And like, it was always funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't really like a scumbag. No one likes a scumbag if it like directly affects you. But if he's outside of it, it's kind of amusing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's also is that scummy though?
But no,
I was gonna say, like, if you can get around a parking ticket.
But like he didn't pay rent his senior year, and he told like the landlord, he's like, place was unlivable, place was unlivable, place is unlivable. Like, we're getting
into scumbag.
It's like you're still living there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So like, he's joking scumbag. Like, he's gonna hear this. I love you. It's
I love you, scumbag.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you're a scum. And everyone says that to him. And so, anyways. So this is so fucking absurd that it makes me laugh every time. This guy has an unseething passion of hate, which I know that's a negative, positive, whatever. Unrelenting hate for mayonnaise.
We talking like you can go on the Mari show, My Strange Fear, Phobia.
He hates mayonnaise. I'm talking to the point when we get on bachelor parties, he put it under a guy's tire, so he backed out and squirted the whole bottle, and he just didn't want it in the house.
What about Miracle Whip?
Same thing.
Too close.
He's the same thing. Like, if there's a sandwich with like, he fucking despises.
So it's not
mayonnaise.
A phobia; it's a hatred.
It's not a phobia. It's
He's like, because some people wouldn't even be brave enough to pick bottle, up.
Yeah. Like, you would think his dog died of a mayonnaise ball as a kid. That's how much he hates mayonnaise.
Okay.
And this is not a shtick. It's genuine truth. I'm telling you, like, people have gotten in arguments with him on the bachelor party. It's like, dude, stop it. Your hatred for this condiment, like, just ruined my sandwich that I wanted today.
He's going like Office Space on a jar of mayonnaise.
Yes.
And taking a bat to it.
So him and his girlfriend got into a fight because she put mayonnaise in the cart.
Just in the cart?
In the cart at the grocery store. And he was like, no, he put it back. He's like, no, we're not doing mayonnaise. Like,
spiked it on the ground.
And so whatever, he thought he won, but she snuck it back in. And, or it was vice versa, or they left it there and she was mad that she didn't get the mayonnaise. And so they broke, long story short, if it was that or if she snuck it in and he found it at the house.
He's like, what
the They broke up because she bought mayonnaise. And people are going to call bullshit. This is a God's honest truth story.
I feel like you've told me this story before, too.
Did I tell this on the pod?
I've heard it before. I want to say.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
You mentioned it briefly, saying like I have a friend that broke up over mayonnaise.
I don't know if it was
Okay.
on the pod. It might have just been like,
All right.
Yeah,
if I told
we
this,
might
I
have just been
apologize.
talking like buddies.
Yeah. Sorry, I've only done
Hey,
it.
even if you did say I have a buddy who broke up with the girl mayonnaise, we would need more details.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, sorry, I've only done 1,000 to 3 of these people. Like, I'm going to retell a couple.
Yeah.
You know what? It's kind of a principle thing. I kind of get it.
So during that breakup, she gets a tattoo. A little baby tattoo, like on her arm or something.
Of mayonnaise?
No.
Hellman's jar?
No. The only thing he hates more than mayonnaise
It's tattoos.
is tattoos. So, long story short, a little like he would have gotten over the mayonnaise and they would have resolved that. They would have gotten together. There would have been a happily ever after relationship in college. But the tattoo put it over the edge and they never got back together. And they dated for 2+ years.
Jesus.
Which is a long time in college.
Big time.
Like a life-changing tattoo? Face tat? What? A little one on the
A
ankle?
little one on the arm, dude.
Oh, visible? Forearm?
Visible. I think opposite forearm, if I remember correctly.
Was it like his name or something?
No,
Completely throw him off.
It was just like a little
Someone else's name.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, great. That would do it.
OJ. It was a tattoo of OJ Mayo.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely
I mean,
absurd.
that's like that's the old Seinfeld. Like she ate her peas one at a time. Like where it's like this little. He's like, I just can't do it. But like, did she do it as a dig at him, or did she just want one? This guy also sounds kind of controlling too. Hey, like it's one thing if you don't want to eat mayonnaise, but if the girlfriend wants to eat a little chicken salad sometime,
Yeah.
and he's like, no,
because I don't think he does it in a mean manner. Like he's like, you're not fucking getting that on my watch. He's just like, oh, no, we're not doing this. Like we're not like, hey.
does it matter?
True. I don't know if it does.
The end result is you're not allowed to eat fucking mayonnaise.
This guy
mayonnaise.
also. I mean, I could tell a story about this guy all day. I mean, I don't know. We could transfer to something else. I don't know if you guys are bored with
Go
this.
off. Let him cook.
This guy also stopped talking to his childhood friend, like his best childhood friend. He knew him all throughout, like high school, whatever. They went to college. He transferred in like a couple years into college, and they stopped talking to his childhood friend because he threw his tube TV out the window. Or out of the house, yeah.
Like how so? Out of a window? Like a bad breakup style, or just got rid of it one day? 'Cause
This guy had a tattoo TV that was a tube, the old one.
The old school, yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think, like, we had those in our fucking
They were
college
so
houses.
fucking heavy too.
So heavy.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm not kidding you, Chief, this one was the heaviest fucking TV you'll ever carry.
Dude, some of those were like you got 3 guys.
Yeah, this was a 3-guyer.
Yeah, okay.
3-guyer.
Yeah.
3 men, 1 truck.
Yes, 3 men, 1. To context, this was a 3-man TV. And so what happened was his old childhood friend was moving into his place after him. So he was moving out. He was like going into a new place, and his childhood friend was moving into his place. And, the leases overlap, and he's like, hey, could I just leave some stuff here? And he left that tube TV there too long. And then finally, this childhood friend had enough. He's like, dude, you're not coming to get this thing. This thing's a piece of fucking shit anyways. Like, there were flat screens at that point. You could buy a fucking 32-inch for whatever.
For probably like $200.
Yeah, so he just threw it out the door, and it was smashed into a million pieces. And they still have not talked to this day over.
What year ago is that? Well, how long ago
that was 2012, 13, 14.
So we're looking at maybe a decade.
Yeah, we're looking at close to a decade.
Details are important. I think you get 3 warnings in 2 months.
Yeah, I think he gave him the ample warning, but I do get my buddy's point. Like at some point, like
Yeah, I have to know the guy more, because there could be a guy who is never coming to take a Saturday off to just move this TV and get 2 buddies to do it with
That's true
him.
too. But then becomes like he didn't plan to move it, but the guy who got rid of it, he did it like I'm if it's a 3-guyer, he had to like plan.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need you guys' help to come on over.
Call up the brother-in-law.
Yeah, get this TV out of here.
I want to say he did it in September. So school starts in like August. So like everyone's moved in like mid-August.
So we're talking like 3-4 weeks.
Probably.
And just stone cold. Don't even talk anymore.
Stone cold. I've tried even when I was in college. I had my little like recording shit that I used to record. Remember, for like the first couple months of this job, I did dog walk all by myself. I'd edit it and fucking bring that board around.
Yep.
I had that set up in my college place, and I tried to get them
In the same room.
to hash this out.
What happened? They wouldn't do it?
No, they would agree.
Could you do like a Jerry Springer, like have do it here, like, hey, I want to have you on as a guest, and then like the other guys backstage.
Yeah,
What's he doing here?
Just fool them out, deke them out.
And we have Harry just like standing at the door, be like, no one's leaving until we solve this tube TV issue from 2012.
This could have been a banger of an episode.
What could have been? I'm still fixed on the tattoo girl. So you said she only got the tattoo purely out of spite.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's just a tattoo, but that's like a personality trait. Like, who knows what she'll do if they ended up getting married.
But that also, like,
just rubbing mayonnaise on him
imagine
at one point
being,
after a big fight.
imagine being her next boyfriend, and it's like, oh, tell me about that tattoo.
Yes,
like, hey,
good point.
I mean, it might as well be the Mayonnaise guy's name on there.
Yeah,
you know, like that guy owns your heart that much that you got a spite tattoo. Like, that's ruined. Like, I wouldn't date a girl like that who got a spite tattoo about an ex.
That's another good point. Like, she must have loved him a lot to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Not to get Danny deep here, but
yeah.
Bringing up some good points. He's gonna love this.
He's gonna
hold on. He's gonna hold up.
You love me.
Yeah, exactly.
You send her the clip anonymously.
Yeah.
Maybe next week we could just call them each. We don't have to get them in the same room, but we'll have them on recording.
I would love to. It would be a dream of mine because I had it all queued up. I had Why Can't We Be Friends ready to go, roll off the top, and they just never. This could have been a focal point in my early broadcasting career, and they just.
Wow, they weren't good enough friends to help you out, get kick-started.
Well, I was friendly, and I definitely know the other guy, but I was only really friends with the one.
Okay.
So what, you guys can't, or were you friends with both the people who are now not friends because of the tube TV? Like, could you guys not orchestrate parties together if they were both going to be there? You had to work around that?
They definitely interacted in the same circles, and they were fine. Like, they could coexist. But there was no like conversation.
It wasn't like a Hatfields and McCoys. Like, you see him across the room, and it's like, here we fucking go.
Peter Griffin and the chicken.
Yeah. It was not like that. Did Peter Griffin like the chicken?
No. They fucking went at it every time.
But the Hatfields and McCoys.
They had like a generation-long war.
Okay.
Yeah. But that one's a better analogy, I feel like, the Peter and the chicken.
And it's like a 10-minute fight. It's like a quarter of the episode every time.
Absurd, yeah. I haven't seen that show in probably 10
Family
years.
Guy?
Yeah, I used to love it. I went through like a phase where I watched it like kind of religiously.
I think I'm going to start binging South Park just so I can pick up on Dave's references.
Dude,
it's another show I've never really seen.
I actually watched an episode of
my
South
mom's
Park.
pissed at you, by the way.
Why?
Because thousands of episode shouted out all these people. Didn't mention Mrs. B.
Didn't shout out.
Yeah, she sent me a text. She's like, I better be fucking invited to that party. Actually, my mom never says fuck, so she just said I better be invited.
She was a two-parter too, if I believe, if I remember correctly. She was,
It's the only episode she hasn't listened to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she refuses
love that.
to listen to her own.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, you just download it and hit play. We're trying to make a living here.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it on mute, let it play.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's fine. Well, thank you, Mrs. B. I appreciate you. You know that. So yeah, that was literally a ton of the show today about my fucking batshit crazy friend.
I have a friend. The
girl's crazier. The spite tattoo girl.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
But it is crazy that she can't even like sneak a bottle, like respectfully use mayonnaise, not around him.
What if she goes like Jimmy John's, but like light mayo?
Yeah, she whispers mayo to the guy so he doesn't hear. Fuck. Well, speaking of weird friends, one of my friends, I don't know how big of a deal this is. In some circles will be, some it wouldn't. But he unironically wraps his sweater around his waist when we're in public places, looking like a French artist. What do you think about that move?
Is he like covering up stains?
He just doesn't want to wear it. If we're in a crowded bar or something. In this instance, we were at a little people wrestling event. And so we didn't really have a seat. And instead of like most people were just carrying it, and he's walking around with it wrapped on his waist.
I feel like you have to go to Harvard to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
or
like,
maybe they do it more over like the shoulders.
And like, to be clear, I like all my friends are like, this one I'm talking about is an electrician. Another one's a beer truck driver, iron worker, blue collar guy. So obviously they're going to give him shit for something stupid like that. But
How did he take it?
oh, he doubled down. He tied it around even tighter.
Got a second sweater and tied
Yeah,
that
if you're a guy and you're tying your sweater around your waist, it's either you're right, like you're from like an elitist kind of place, or you shit your pants.
I picture like the guy, the long blonde hair guy from Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Like that, like how do you like them apples guy? Like I feel like he's like you have to be that guy in order to tie a
Social
sweater around him.
network.
Yeah.
And I guess that was the bigger part of the argument. He completely disagrees with those takes.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, "What? It's fine. It's like the safest place where I could leave my sweater without wearing it. I'm getting hot."
There is something about a guy who just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. I respect the hell out of it, but
No, yeah. But you know what I mean? If you shit your pants, it's okay.
sure.
That's
Yes, of course.
Yep.
But it's weird also that become a college or a girl thing.
I feel like I was gonna say like I feel like I've seen, but I don't think I've seen anyone do it in a long time.
A while.
Yeah.
I
But I
remember-
definitely remember girls doing it more than.
That was definitely as I started to get older, that kind of turned into like a sorority thing. They had like their windbreakers, and you see like their letters on their ass.
Oh, just shitting their pants.
Yeah, well, some of them might have dumped, maybe.
Yeah, it's just one of those stupid things where like, you know, a guy could call a puppy cute, and your friends are gonna give you shit for it.
Relentlessly.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought that puppy was
And
cute.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that kind of shit, those kind of
Yeah.
arguments. That's why I like when you have situations like yesterday when it gets on the mid show when you're arguing about using. Should we like say what the argument was in
Sure.
case people
Yeah.
want? You get into it, old chief.
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't there, so I was with Dave when this happened. But basically, Tom made a run to 7-Eleven. We didn't have any sort of bottled waters, anything. We didn't load the fridge at the Airbnb. He put his water in the fridge. Dave got saw the water bottle in there, needed a spitter. Asked the only person in the room, "Whose is this?" It was our other producer, Lance. He said he didn't know. That in Dave's head was a good enough green light to pour the water into
What looked like unbranded Blue Moon glasses.
Yeah.
okay, like pint glasses, and then proceed to use that as a spitter. Dave thought that was fine behavior, and I think the rest of the room disagreed. And it got from there.
Yeah, naturally got very heated.
Yeah. Only this office. And we talked about it for probably 40 minutes, I feel like.
Of the hour show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what I have left to say about it.
But yeah, that's just the point of bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the fact that it was just only used as a spitter, we have to preface with it. This
It was
wasn't
Evian.
yes. This is like a $5 bottle of water.
Yeah.
It wasn't like some, wimpy Ice Mountain, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what happened. We'll let you decide at home.
Go watch that.
Go watch the
Because for our
episode.
own safety, we probably shouldn't talk about it anymore.
I'm nervous to talk about it.
Yeah,
quite
everyone's like
frankly.
on edge. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're about to get sniped from 90.
Yeah. Well, because now it's like, even though we're doing this like publicly, this is the job, this is the show. I feel like I'm talking about it behind their backs, and that makes me uncomfortable a little bit.
Exactly.
But,
Every time Dave has a spitter around the office, we have to know where it's coming from.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should just order him like an actual brass spittoon, like from the old west, and just be like, you have to carry this with you everywhere.
That's what I took in the redneck draft. I took those mud jugs.
You know what?
You guys seen those?
Nope, but I'm gonna order one on Amazon.
No,
right now.
no, don't get a mud jug.
Get a brass spittoon.
Aren't they huge though?
Well, the problem is it's hard to use something. Reusing spitters are kind of
Disgusting. It smells like shit.
Put it in the dishwasher.
This-
which was my
Imagine
point.
if Dave spills the mug jug, whatever it's called.
I've seen a mud jug spill. It's not pretty.
Mud jug it is?
Yeah, so a mud jug, it's like kind of like a globe.
There's
and-
also something. What's it with these people? Tough Cup is the one that popped up for me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a globe, but you turn it the other way, so you're spitting to like the bottom of the globe. And what's great about a mud jug is that it tips over and the spit won't fall out. It's only a one-way hole. But what's bad about a mud jug is it fills a lot of spit, and people will just leave it in there and just let it fester for
I'm
a while.
buying him one.
Let it rot. But it's too big to be carrying around, right? It's like bigger than
This one looks like a coffee mug.
Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Wait, and is that reversible though?
I mean, it looks like it should be the way it's shaped, but it says 5-inch brushed stainless steel personal spittoon with removable top.
I'm thinking of like the cartoon moonshine.
Well, they have those on here too, but I'm not
Gallons.
spending $80 on a spittoon for Dave. So
It might be worth it after everything we've gone
I
through.
don't know.
It might be. It might be.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
You're getting it for Dave?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep.
Good for you. Are you guys excited? Not excited for March Madness? How you feel about that?
Look, I love the tournament like everybody else, but this is the I don't know if I can name. We were talking about this during the Big East tournament. Like I watched 2 full games for the first time all year, and if you gave me $1 million right now to name one player, I couldn't do it. Like one player in all of college basketball couldn't do it.
And I told you this. I think you can.
But it's like if you jog my memory, sure.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying, and I like sports. I'm going to watch a tournament, but I don't know I don't know who the good players are. Is that guy, who's the Gonzaga guy? Is he still there? Do they make the tournament?
Timmy?
Yeah.
Timmy's still there.
Okay, so there's one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give him $1 million.
Yeah, give me $1 million.
I'll write you, and
Yeah.
I'll give you a Jim Carrey.
Your manifest.
Yeah.
You know that Jim
Check.
Carrey fact?
Yeah, he wrote $2
He wrote a
million.
check to himself, right?
No, to his dad.
To his dad. Okay.
He wrote $1 million check to his dad, and he said you're going to be able to cash this someday. People love that story. It's kind of a cool story.
Yeah, fake
Is
they
that-
make it.
Is that cooler, or is the guy from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire calling his dad on the last question?
That one.
Millionaire?
I think so.
Because he was the first one to ever win it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one's cooler because it was if Jim Carrey didn't work out, we never know that story. The idea that he's sitting there in the hot seat, $1 million on the line, hey, I got this, just want to let you know, that's fucking it's like a little bit of clutch gene. It's like Babe Ruth calling a shot kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where Jim Carrey, if he didn't make it, there's probably 500 people with that same story, and then we just don't know about it because they're nobodies.
Now they owe their dad $1 million.
Yeah. Right, or they're in jail for bad checks. Yeah.
It's possible that that's not even an original story. Like, he could have heard someone else doing that.
Yeah.
Millionaire, hey, I'm...
Yep.
But think about it. Think if it was the first ever Super Bowl, you'd want it to be, a close game, something cool to happen. That's how it is with the first guy who ever won $1 million and wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Theatrical.
What a great show that was.
Now $1 million ain't shit. You'd be like, he wants to be a billionaire.
What the fuck?
In this economy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the handout.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's...
Is there a game show that you will watch now? Because I feel like there's game shows just aren't what they used to be.
The Weakest Link was on TV the other day, and I watched that for a little bit. It's a good game show.
Mm-hmm.
Weakest Link.
I was
You
going to
are
say,
the weakest link.
goodbye.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how much do you think certain game shows drop off after the original host leaves? So Regis leaving.
Yeah.
So Regis left, and then actually the Weakest Link girl became Who Wants to Be a Millionaire host. Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong.
I could be wrong.
Because
Okay.
they're both redheads, but the weakest link one was British, wasn't she?
I'm
Meredith
discriminating
Vieira,
gingers.
I believe.
Yeah,
was
which
the
I
name.
think she just came from The View or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great dozen trivia
Okay,
knowledge
yeah.
right there.
We'll edit that out. I was wrong.
No, but
I feel like that used to be, and maybe it's just there's too many ways to watch content, but I feel like everybody watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And I did watch, I was flipping around yesterday. I got home around 6 and I flipped on the TV and Wheel of Fortune was on. So Pat Sajak and Vanna White are still there. And I feel like that one still has some cachet. I was also shocked. They must still be raking in money because the prizes that they give away on Wheel of Fortune, $1 million for a spin, all these crazy trips, these cars, they must still have a huge audience to be able to afford these types of grand prize giveaways.
you're surprised by that?
Yeah, I don't think Wheel of I guess I don't know anybody who watches it religiously anymore.
Yeah, but I think if you're back to the antenna, that's a great option.
I enjoy. I watch it through a commercial break.
But how many people are still on the antenna?
Yeah, it doesn't have. I feel like I used to just remember it being on TV all the time as a kid. Now it's I never see anybody talking about it, and then it's the only time you hear about it is when somebody misses something so obvious that it goes viral.
It's the generation who had it in its prime is still alive. So
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
remember going to my Nana always had more channels than we had growing up, but she used to have like the Game Show Network, and all they would show was like reruns of like stuff from like the 70s and 80s, and I was living in the 90s. So, but I feel like game shows used to be a bigger deal.
That's a good the Game Show Network was a good network.
Yeah,
I think it still exists.
GSN?
Yeah, GSN still exists.
I like couldn't tell you if I have it or not.
Now, a big thing that goes overlooked with these game shows is you got to kind of nail the music.
The jingles.
And Millionaire nailed that.
Yeah, all the little sounds too.
Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? I still remember. Yeah.
You were sweating at home.
Like, yeah.
What was the Meghan Markle one with the suitcases?
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal, yeah. But I feel like that was like the last new original game show, and that was like 15 years ago.
It's a great one. Yeah.
That was a great one. Yeah,
great one. And then Jeopardy obviously has their jingle.
Yep.
When did Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader come around? Before or after Deal?
It was
Before, I
around
think.
around the same time.
I would never want to do that. I want to be. Those aren't. I mean, they pull like genius fifth graders. I feel like.
Yeah, it's like this kid just won the spelling bee. I'm like, I'm not smarter than him.
Yeah,
I know
right.
that. Yeah,
but still, you're gonna get shit for.
Yeah, those should be easier.
Not being as smart as an 11-year-old.
Those should be easier for sure.
But also, like the more you think about it, like I would lose that competition to fifth grade me. You know, like adult me is dumber than fifth grade me.
Yeah, I don't still know. I can't remember everything about Pangea, whatever it
long
is.
division.
Yeah.
You want to try to do long division?
No.
It's impossible.
Couldn't do it then. Can't do it now. Had to rely on the back of the math book for the odd answers.
That's a pull. I forgot about that.
No, it is definitely harder.
Yeah.
Like, shit you just forget.
Yeah.
Shit you just forget. Speaking of, I mean, different games situation, I ordered a jailbroken N64 game.
How can you jailbreak an N64 game?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
You mean like they already have like all the new levels you have to
Every
achieve and all
single
that?
game is on there
Oh.
that N64 made.
Like the original gray, you blow in it cartridge?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't even know you could like.
Neither did I. I had a buddy who told me about it.
I feel like that's like.
Do you have an N64 in your house?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you play it?
Since I got this, like once in a while.
Yeah.
Before that, pretty much never.
What's the go-to game if you have every one of them?
I haven't had it that long. I've tried a couple ones. It reminded me of this because I tried Jeopardy, but it was kind of laggy. But it's not laggy either. I should say that. That was the only
Except
game
for Jeopardy.
That was the only game I kind of had trouble with. But that's important. You get Mario Kart, like you can't lag.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, Smash. Played some 1080 snowboarding yesterday.
Wave race. A little wave race.
Didn't play Wave Race yet.
Diddy Kong Racing gets very slept on.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
remember
it
that
does. I didn't play that much.
It could be a
though.
boat, plane, or car.
Did you fire up? What year Madden did they have?
We fired up Madden 2001. It was
that like
fucking
Cordell Stewart?
horrible. I think it was Eddie George.
You gotta
Who was
go.
the Bears quarterback? Was it Jim? It wasn't. Was that Jim Miller's year?
No, I think it wasn't Kramer. Was it Shane
Cordell?
Matthews? Well, 01 was Jim Miller and Shane Matthews.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. Hugh Douglas, that scumbag.
Yeah.
N64, you gotta go NFL Blitz.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So we played that. I'm trying to think what else. I tried Toy Story 2. That was terrible.
Dang, I could
I don't
imagine.
remember that game.
Sarge's Heroes.
I can't believe you haven't said GoldenEye. I feel like GoldenEye was. Oh, you said it didn't hold up, right?
Yeah, GoldenEye hasn't really held up, unfortunately.
That's crazy to me. I feel like Mario Kart's the only one that holds up.
Mario Tennis, Mario Party.
Okay.
Mario Party.
Yeah.
And ruin some friendships.
Yes, Steel Stars. And I think I might try Bug's Life.
You're really into the movie
The
spin-off
Disney
ones.
yeah.
Kind of
Guys,
Yeah.
hey, what game you playing on N64? Oh, you know, Jeopardy.
A Bug's Life. And what was the other? Oh,
Okay.
Banjo-Kazooie's good.
Pokemon Snap. Last N64 game I'll shout out. That's a great one.
That is
And one more, because you can't say Pokemon Snap without saying Pokemon Stadium, obviously.
Yeah, you just take pictures, Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Good game.
It was more than that, Ed. All right, you made them evolve.
True.
You nurtured them.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to them.
All right, then, guys. We could wrap it here.
All right.
It's been quite an eventful day.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. So the boys are
And
kind
tomorrow we got a challenge.
Dave has a challenge.
Dave has a challenge. Yeah,
exactly.
When does
but
he?
those can get those can get a little contentious too. So
Yeah,
we'll see how tomorrow goes.
I'm too hungover for this still. I'll probably be hungover till like
You
July.
need to. You got to go do this like the Float 60 routine that I do.
Oh, okay.
You just totally detox. It's fucking awesome.
I followed them on Instagram hoping for something back, but we'll get
Did
there.
you really?
Yeah. I saw you mention them in your story.
I'll take care of you.
Okay, let's
yeah.
go.
But it was awesome. I fell asleep in that float tank and like.
was that your first time in a float tank?
I had done it once before.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
We couldn't like relax.
But this time I did. I fell asleep.
Really?
And it was like you're kind of, how you say your worst fear is holding your hand up in front of your face and not being able to see it.
Yeah.
So when I closed like the latch to this pod that I was in, I could still see the light from the room was coming in. I'm like, this is not great. And then it was a motion sensor light. So then I had closed my eyes, just be like, I'll just close my eyes so I block out the light. And then when I opened them back up, it was completely dark. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so then I did like the test. I'm like, nope, my hand's not there. And then my ears were like in the water. And I was just laying there. And the only thing I could hear was my own heartbeat.
Come on, ears in the water. You stopped me there.
Well, you have earplugs in.
Okay.
But that's just like the way your ears are like submerged. And so, but like, so then I was like focused, like that was the only thing you could hear was your own heartbeat. And then I had like a very like high person thought where I'm like, this is probably what it's like to be in the womb.
It sounds like the
you're floating. You can't really hear anything except for like, you're only aware of like yourself. It was, I don't know. Then I fell asleep. I loved it. I had a great time.
That sounds like the Omaha beach scene, Saving Private Ryan. You just hear his heart beating. He's looking around. Guy lost an arm.
It's probably less stressful.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Was there any concern that Jaws was under you?
No, but like I kept trying to like, I'm such a moron, but I kept trying to like, maybe if I ball myself up, like I can sink in this one. You can't. You just kind of like roll back and forth. So
it's like too salty or whatever.
Yeah, it's like they have like this Epsom salt and magnesium or whatever, and you like physically cannot get to the bottom.
What about the?
I did a cold plunge too.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was something.
Yeah, those are tough.
Yeah.
What about the? You stuck your feet into the.
Like the air cast thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. And I've had knee surgery, ankle surgery, and so they like have different settings. So it was kind of like an air. It felt like when you get your blood pressure taken. Yeah. It was like that, but your whole body, and then the air would like move up and down. So you got like, it was basically you just massage your legs. It was really nice.
Oh, that felt good.
Yeah, that was good too. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like a blood pressure. That's not pleasant.
No, I know. This genuinely was though.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "How much are these?" And they're like, "Well, you have to buy the chair." And I'm like, "Stop right there. If you're over $1,000, I'm not doing it."
I'm not doing the air casts.
Yeah.
No, good for you.
Yeah, it was good. Felt better. That's why I don't feel like a bag of shit like Danny today.
Yeah, don't be like me.
Don't be like that. All right, then we could wrap there. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for watching. Like I said yesterday, interesting episode with Jeff Nadeau tomorrow about what's going on in Mexico. So tune into that. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow.